We gotta get some inventory, and we gotta get a game plan, and we gotta get to work.
Strike while the iron's hot, and on to the next one.
And checking up on the pond that we dug there back in July, and as you can see, it filled up pretty darn quick. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, there was 8 to 10 inches of water in there.
Should I get him?
You got it, Brady. You got it, Brady. You got it, Brady.
I shot the deal.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, we're back up at the farm today and trying to get a little more prep work done for fall food plots. So Scott's up right now spraying the potential new green plot we're putting in, and then I'm gonna jump on the tractor here and start brush hogging and get some stuff cleared out. So we put in a clover plot this spring. We let it grow up all summer, all spring and summer, and so it's time here right before the fall to brush hog it and see what we got for clover and then spray the weeds that are left. So a little bit of work to do, but looking forward to it. We also got to check a few cameras and put a few cameras out on a new lease that I picked up near here. So looking forward to hopefully finding a couple giants to hunt this fall.
Getting everything done, final prep work before deer season 23.
We're sitting on a new lease that I just picked up not far from my new farm that I bought this year. And it's a sweet little piece. It's a little over 160 acres. And I have no intel, obviously, on what's here. So we hung a Reconyx camera right here. We put 2 bags of corn out, and then I took the analogic anti-supplement gold and spread it through there, and we just kind of stirred it together. So I got 2 more bags of corn and half a bag of anti left, and we're gonna find one more site to put the other camera out and try to get a little bit of an inventory. From there, the plan will be to put probably at least 2 or 3 more cameras out and start figuring out our game plan on where we need to hang our stands, and hopefully the farmer that leases the ground will allow us to put some food in. So we'll see what he'll let us do. Hopefully he'll let us plant some biologic and we can affect this piece pretty quickly. In general, I think as thick as the timber is, I think it's gonna be a great rut spot. And I have a feeling we'll have a few different sets spread throughout this timber. The other part of it is the neighbors all have a lot of beans, so I'm hopeful that we can maybe plant some green food plots and have that transitionary period here in about a month and a half. Lots to do here yet. We haven't touched it since we leased it, so we gotta get some inventory and we gotta get a game plan, and we gotta get to work.
Okay, well, we're out here on the front plot at Matt's Marthasville lease. As you can see, we've already got our muddy box blind here in position. This little half-acre plot right here is going to be planted in biologic last bite along with some non-typical clover. Reason we're doing that is because I think we're going to transition this field back to full clover next year. So I'm going to go ahead and spray the killer, and it should be ready for Logan whenever he shows up here in about 30 minutes. All right, well, Logan just showed up and we're gonna get to work on some food plots today. So we got our last bite here. We've got some Delta Ag seed coat. I know that you are very knowledgeable when it comes to chemicals, fertilizers. We're trying something new this year. What have you heard about Plot Start?
So Plot Start, it's a ag lime replacement, basically. It's a liquid calcium that a 2.5 gallon jug is equivalent to a ton per acre of lime. So I mean, that's on these smaller food plots, you can't hardly get a lime spreader out here. So just being able to put it in a sprayer and go have the same effectiveness as ag lime, and even better because it works immediately. Instead of having to wait 6, 8, 9 months for the ag lime to take effect, this Plot Start just takes effect immediate, and it lasts through the entire growing season.
Awesome. So I know that nutrients are a big thing. You know, we want to grow the biggest antlers that we can, so getting those nutrients from the plants to their body is a big deal. So hopefully that Plot Start and that Plot Boost is going to help us get everything bigger and better this year.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Okay.
We're going to get some stuff knocked out today. I'm super happy to have him here. with all this equipment, it sure makes life a little bit easier. Plot number 1 is seeded. Logan knocked that out in a really quick fashion with that drill. We've still got another 1/4 acre of last bite and clover that's going back here on Skinny Ridge. So I'm racing over here to kind of get ahead of the game, but Logan will be right behind me and we're gonna get her done. All right, well, Logan just finished up drilling this 3rd and final plot that we got. This is the one we call Hot Corner. Today we planted radishes, the biologic radishes in this plot. We planted a couple other spots in last bite, and we've been watching the DeerCast forecast and watching our rain stations, looking at that next available rain, and it looks like we've got a pretty decent shot tomorrow. So we're turning and burning, we're racing to try and get all of our seeds in the ground, and once we finish up here, like I gotta go get plot start and spray the 3 plots that we planted today. So that'll finish up everything we've got out here at this lease, but then we're gonna load up and we're gonna head north another 2 hours, head to a different farm and try and get another plot in yet. So this is the time of year where you really gotta try and get stuff done when you have time. When the weather's right, you just gotta get it done.
Yep. Strike while the iron's hot and on to the next one.
All right, Logan and I made it up here to farm number 2. We're at Matt's Rawls piece up here. .30 and Logan is finishing up our last plot of the day. This is the clover plot that I planted earlier this spring. And as you can see, there's still a lot of green in it. So we're leaving the clover. We've killed off all the grasses, and then we're gonna drill all that last bite into it. And then next spring, we'll come back and we'll frost seed this entire plot again with clover, and it should be a lush green carpet. So we've had an awesome day. We got the front plot in Marthasville planted, check. The Skinny Ridge plot in Marthasville planted, check. Hot Corner in Marthasville is also planted, check. And then we planted our new south plot here on the Rawls farm. And then this is the final one, the north plot. So a lot of work done today. We got a big rain event coming tomorrow. Time to let it grow.
The plots are in, we got the rain. Scott and Logan knocked it out across 2 different farms. They hustled all day long. I can't thank them enough. And now we're just getting one step closer to September 15th here in Missouri. One of the things that has helped us tremendously this summer, as always, is the Analogic Supplement Gold. We like to put it out in the counties that we can put it out to help us get that deer inventory as we head into the fall. And it's amazing, once you put that stuff out, I mean, you'll get every deer in that surrounding area within a week's time frame. So it really helps you dial in very quickly and know as you're going into the fall what you're gonna be chasing. Analogic Supplement Gold also helps improve body condition, increases antler growth, it improves the herd health, it's got balanced proteins, energy content, and that Anti-Shield TX4 technology that provides the building blocks for growth and health. It's designed to work specifically with the natural diet of the white-tailed deer. You really can't beat it. It's scientifically proven. The best of the best are putting this stuff together, and it has worked for us for years. Now we're heading up north to the old man's farm. Forrest is gonna take us through that new pond build that they had a few episodes ago, give us an update. Plus he's gonna give us that expert advice on some food plot architecture. Thanks for watching this episode. We hope you enjoy, and as always, it was created for you. This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by HHA Sports, leading the industry in single pin technology for the past 14 years. Range, dial, shoot.
Well, out here doing a little bit of shooting this morning. Got less than a month till the season opens, so trying to stay sharp and stay fine-tuned. And wanted to talk a little bit about the HHA Tetra Rise. I've absolutely fallen in love with this sight over the last year. Shot it all last fall, had really good luck with it. A couple of my favorite features, obviously it's got that vertical pin in there. I like that, it makes it super easy. Aim at a deer, just line it up parallel with that leg if it's broadside, or line it up with that off leg on quartering away shots. Just makes it super easy to make sure you're in the right spot. I love that stacked double pin in there. It makes it super nice. I leave my pin set at 25 and my bottom pin then is at 40. So during the rut, bucks are chasing, or even if you drew back on a deer and it took a few steps out and you need to adjust, you don't have to let down. You just move that second pin up and let her rip. Another feature I really like is that lime green ring there in the sight housing. When I draw back, I'm able to get that lime green ring right in the middle of my peep. Makes it super easy to line up and get settled in and get ready for that shot. So those are my 3 favorite features of the HHA Tetra Rise. Absolutely fallen in love with it and looking forward to putting it to use this fall. Well, out here just finished seeding up this food plot. This is one of my favorite spots on the farm. It's this real tiny little food plot. We plant it in soybeans every year, tuck back in, and then we come back in and put a biologic plot in the fall. Got a muddy blind right here. Got a tree stand set over my left shoulder there, so depending on what wind, we can hunt it on an east, southeast out of the tree stand, or more of a west, southwest, or a straight south out of the blind here. And this is a really, really sweet spot. We got a couple lanes mowed coming down in here. The deer typically bed up in here, work their way out, eat on the beans, and then work into our green plot. And the way we design this green plot is we go out about 25 yards from the blind and 25 yards from the tree stand, and we have a corner right there. And what that does, we plant that green in an L shape. Typically when those deer come on, they'll nibble in the beans, work their way into the green, and then depending on if you're sitting in the blind or the tree stand, as they work around that corner, they're gonna offer us a broadside or a quartering away shot at some point when they're on the green field eating. So just a little bit of food plot architecture there. It's one of those little things where it doesn't seem too significant when it comes to actually getting a shot on a deer and getting a good, clean, ethical shot. It makes all the difference having just that little bit of a corner in there. So hopefully we get this rain that we're supposed to get. We got biologic radishes, maximum, winter bulbs, and sugar beets all mixed together in here. That's one of our favorite blends. We planted on a lot of our fields. So hopefully this is the blind Miss Lucille killed out of last year. She's coming back this year. She's really excited. And we have our Conics camera right over there. We've been getting some pictures of some shooters on this field already. So hopefully this green plot grows up good and we can be sitting here at the beginning of the season and get her on a big old buck. Well, out here it's the 8th of August and checking up on the pond that we dug there back in July. And as you can see, it filled up pretty darn quick. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, there was 8 to 10 inches of water in there. We got a big rain over the weekend. We had 6.9 inches here at the farm. And I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse. There was a lot of flooding, some damage went on. But man, this pond went up from 8 to 10 inches to 8 to 10 feet in a hurry. We got her all full. The temperatures have been really good. I mean, we're starting to get our fall food plots planted. So luckily, if we need water to water some of the food plots, we got it in the pond now. And we've got really good temperatures coming up. We got some rain in the forecast, so gonna try to get all those green plots planted. But man, it's pretty cool looking at this pond. I mean, we dug it and how fast it filled up. We built that kind of levee system to try to filter the water in there and catch some of it as it slid off the hill here. And it absolutely worked to perfection. I mean, you could see right there all the new grass that we had planted. I'd come in here and seeded it. All the grass was laid over. It went right down the road, down that levee, just like we wanted it to, into the pond. So filled it right up. So we're ready for water and food plots if we need it. But pretty darn cool to see a project come together full circle. We're all done now. I just need to get the rest of this dirt, get some more growth on it with the grass there, so we don't get any more erosion. We got a little bit started, but overall, really, really awesome. All right, so out here on this plot, this is a top plot. It's kind of tucked into the timber here. This knob, it gets really dry in the summer. And last year it seemed like our deer, they stayed, because it was a warm winter, they stayed on clover a lot longer. They ate the clover down really, really hard, and it killed a lot of our clover fields, or they didn't come back real good. We frost seeded them, but they still didn't look all that great. And then we had a drought to top it off there in June. And some of these clover fields just look really, really poor. So we came in, burned this one down with chemical, and we're coming in, we're drilling in biologic last bite. Chad's there on the drill. That's our favorite mix for non-typical clover fields. What we'll do is we'll plant in the fall, plant last bite, and then in the spring we'll go back and frost seed there with non-typical clover. So that's kind of our strategy. We're doing that on a few different fields this year, so hopefully this one comes back. It's going to be a sweet spot if this grows. This is a really pretty spot to hunt. Got a hawk blind there. So hopefully we have a good fall here, and hopefully get some rain, this one will start growing. Well, we're counting down the days till the season starts here in Missouri. Got all our food plots in, got them hot wired, and Mother Nature's throwing some hot temperatures at us. So I got the water tank on there and trying to keep these food plots cool and growing. With that being said, let's hop back to December and think some cool thoughts. Team member Cody Thurston's taking little Brady Larkin out. He's after his first deer, and you're gonna wanna stay tuned. This little guy's reaction is pretty special. It's what hunting's all about.
So here it is, late December. Good buddy Dennis Tyson had a big bully 7-point that was just running off his good up-and-comers, and I was trying to think of a good candidate, and I thought of my good buddy John Larkin's son, Brady.
Then you take your time, and just squeeze that trigger.
Perfect shot. Good job.
Good job,
That's a dead deer.
Right behind the shoulder. Get him, okay?
Okay.
Think you can do that? Same thing on that side, okay? We'll show you which way he's coming in and have you look at that again, okay?
Okay.
Brady's ready to roll. Bloody Christmas Eve. Hopefully we'll get Brady an early Christmas present. Just a doe.
There's 2 does.
Just a little one. I can see. Get that. Get the bow up there. You see him right there, buddy?
Yeah, I see him. He's right there.
You see him coming?
You see him, Daddy?
37 yards.
Saw a lot of deer. It was perfect. It was one of my funnest hunts of the season. And that big old 7 came out.
You see his front leg? Okay. Take a deep breath, buddy.
Got it.
Got him.
Yep.
Okay. Get ready. Shoot him.
Yep.
Shoot him.
Oh, great shot, Brady. Great shot, Brady.
Did I get him?
You got him, buddy. Great shot.
Did I get him?
You got him, Brady. You got him, Brady. You got him, Brady.
John did a great job coaching up Brady, and Brady put it right through the Boilermaker. I couldn't be more pumped. He wanted to call his mom.
I shot the deal.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Brady. I'm so excited, but I can't wait.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Out on the track job, we let Brady lead the way and follow the blood trail, coaching him up. John and I saw the buck laying in the timber a little ways ahead, and he found him and couldn't be more excited.
Oh, it's right there.
Look at him. Go get him. Look at him.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that deer.
All right, here it is, Christmas Eve. Took good buddy John Larkin's son, Brady, out for his first deer. This big 6, he was bulling all sorts of deer all season. And our good friend Dennis Tyson said, you need to find somebody to take him out. I couldn't think of a better candidate, Brady. He made a perfect shot with the Mission sub-1 crossbow. Didn't go 100 yards, he pumped up. Yeah, awesome job, buddy.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV was brought to you by Victory Archery, the Carbon Arrow experts.